My name's Nick Bush. I'm based in York in WA in the central wheat belt of Western Australia. Primarily run a spreading and spraying contracting business, catering from bulk sands, in-crop fertiliser and broadacre spraying. We've got a client base of up to about 20 people. We travel 60 or 70 k's to the north to about 30 to 40 to the south. Okay, so currently before AgDrive we were using either a diary or a carbon copy book that we got printed up, and we found it very, very clunky. Operators were forgetting to write in details into the paperwork, and then the paperwork would be slow to find its way or filter its way through to the office. And probably more importantly, when we were giving the customer a copy of the paperwork, they were generally just screwing it up and throwing it over their shoulder. I think I've been using it AgDrive maybe 2.5 years, maybe I think. Started out doing, I'm going to say 6 months. We started using it just for ourselves, got to know it, and then once we were happy with it, then we started invoicing, timesheets, everything else. And pretty much now we exclusively use it. We don't use any other product, and it works well. Some of the features I like about AgDrive are it's a massive time saving. In the link between the paddock and the invoice being sent out, the time would be a quarter. Like there's just literally no time wasting now. And then another major point we like is it links in with Xero. So we basically invoice through AgDrive, it's linked to Xero. It cuts down all our reconciling once we're in Xero. The time saving is enormous. Trying to quantify it, I don't know, it's massive. What I like about AgDrive in terms of the tracking, I can send a job to one of my operators. They know what paddock they need to be in, and if I haven't heard from them throughout the day, I can quite easily just bring up the app on my end, and I'm quite often in a different paddock, and I can see how much they've done, how much they haven't done, and where they're at during the job. The other side of it as well is we tend to run 2 machines in the same paddock. We're not running shared data on our GPS systems, so it's very, very handy to be able to overlay 2 operators in the same paddock. We can see exactly where the other guy's been in real time, so there's just errors are just minimised. Like it's so easy. So what I like about the recording, like the ease of the recording process on AgDrive is I can quite simply pull into a paddock or pull up to a tank to start brewing up for a spray job. The farmer or the agronomist can tell me what mix I need through a text message. I can quite easily screenshot that, add that to a job report, and then to start the recording job, it's pre-populated tick boxes or check boxes. In under 2 or 3 minutes, I can be recording a job. I can go and do the job, finish that job on the app, and then simply press finish. It's in the office and it can be invoiced out. It's really quite that simple. Like recording a job is literally as easy as just picking up a pen and writing it in a diary and saying I've done 25 hectares or 100 hectares. It's just so simple. Yeah, so for any contractor looking at AgDrive and is a little bit hesitant in terms of jumping in, absolute no-brainer. I was in your situation. I was hesitant. I was used to a pen and paper, but now I'm lost without it. It's absolute game changer. It really is just so simple to use. I've got operators that are 50 years old that know how to use it, and it's just really easy. Yeah, so to describe AgDrive in 3 words, I would say efficient, very simple to use, and very, very good value for money. Yeah, so support-wise from AgDrive, I've found it very good. Yeah, they had a guy on in Australia, or got a guy on in Australia that I talked to via WhatsApp. Generally, any question I put to them, which is very, very few, is answered within a matter of hours, and yeah, it's onwards and upwards from there. So yeah, support's been very, very good. So in terms of what I'd like to see from AgDrive in the future, probably not a great deal. Will, the owner, is already on the right track. Being a contractor himself, he understands what myself and other contractors need and require. And any small issues, he's right on top of it. But in terms of major things, I think he's pretty much nailed it. It's a very, very good application. Sign up and get on board. It really is. It's an absolute game changer. Yeah.